I want to share something. Marley was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon exchange for anything he chose he put his hand to. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens, love it. And I've enjoyed watching films over my lifetime that I treasure this time of the year. When I was a kid, I preferred the Reginald Owen version in 1938. My brother, Paul, thought that Alistair Sim and his version was superior, and over the years, I agree. That's my favorite. And there's a scene from that film that I love. Mrs. Cratchit and Tiny Tim are coming back after he's had a chance to look at toys in the window, and she has this big parcel, and they're going to be going home for Christmas Eve dinner, and it's going to be goose, and she declares that it is big as a beagle, and I've always enjoyed that, and honestly, when we get to this time of the year, although we tend to think about moving away from white wine, certainly if we're going to be thinking about Mrs. Cratchit and Bob and sitting down to a wonderful goose, we're going to be thinking about Riesling. And even if it's not going to be served at your table on Christmas Eve, there is another tradition, which is 7 fishes. So certainly white wine would be part of that enjoyment. And the wine that I'm looking at today is from the Frank family, John Frank, and it's from Falls 2015 Riesling. Look at the color of this wine. This is a rich Riesling. So if you're thinking that Riesling is just something that you have on a summer's day, you're missing the boat. And Riesling itself is so misunderstood by so many folks who think that it is simply, an inexpensive white wine that you just sort of slosh down. It's a shame. Because in fact, it is, in terms of white varietal, the most prestigious, even eclipsing Chardonnay in terms of its richness, its originality, and its age-worthiness. This is an amazing expression of the varietal. This is a complex white wine. I'm still tasting it. And you have to separate the idea of Riesling as being sweet as opposed to Riesling having a wonderful fruit pungency, which is why it goes so well with Mrs. Cratchit's goose. Oh wow, it's amazing. And what's more, the wine ages out magnificently well. Now there's an element to Riesling, particularly beautiful Rieslings as this one, that's going to age out, that is going to change as it ages. There is an element to Riesling, you'll also see it, by the way, in Great White Burgundy, that for some folks is off-putting. There's a minerality. It's not just merely a sense of wet stones and gravel and the type of things that you can sort of get from so many wonderful white wines. There's an underlying tension and almost a what we refer to as a petrol element. Some folks refer to it as oil can. So you have Riesling on release, where you have this wonderful abundance of fruit, pungent flavor. In this case, it is a dry Riesling. It is not late harvest. And then as it matures, those secondary flavors just start to emerge and make the wine even more amazing. My gosh, is that good. This is a brilliant wine, and that's coming from someone who thinks white Burgundy is nectar from the gods. Another sip, I have to. So if you're having Christmas goose, if you're having seven fishes, if you're having cassoulet, if you're having just wonderful food just to enjoy, this particular producer has made an exceptional wine. Just want to wish everyone Merry Christmas.